Oh, it's a good day to die. Today be vlogger day 927.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, and today is going to start out looking very similar to yesterday in that I'm going to the Peloton to start because Kate wanted to go to the Peloton. I got to meet up with her to talk about stuff. So we'll sit down and work together for a little bit and grab a waffle and some coffee. And then the day's going to look very different because I'm going to start in the Marais, but I'm going to end up going to Montmartre to do a live stroll with Oliver G., who you may know from the Earful podcast. His podcast is doing great. It's growing a lot. He's just doing a really, really good job on his own. If you don't listen to his podcast, of course, I'll link to it below. Oh, I forgot to link to the postcard thing below from yesterday's video. I need to make sure I do that. Anyways, speaking of linking, there's a lot of linking that has to be done. And I gotta link up with some good coffee because I'm feeling ready for coffee. Sleepy eyes. Jay's a sleepy bear. Yeah, so let's get out of here. So I thought I'd try a pair of the Indian pants, the cotton pants that I got, and iron, and they are definitely not warm enough for this. The wind cuts right through them. Good to know. I was gonna say I'll try to stay inside a lot today, but of course I decided to wear them on a day that I was gonna be walking outside a lot. So yeah, my life choices department definitely needs a little bit of restructuring. Anywho, almost to the Peloton, which is good because I desperately need coffee and some food and some good company. You can always get at the Peloton. It's kind of like Cheers. Everybody knows your name. And yet somehow less depressing. We're gonna go get a hot dog. I haven't had a hot dog in like 2 months or something like that. You've had Clark dogs?
No,
right?
I've never had these hot dogs.
She's gonna get the Clark dog experience.
And
hopefully.
I love hot dogs.
I think I'm gonna enjoy this. I was like craving one and then not craving one. Now that you want one, I'm craving it again. This will work out. We might as well cross the street here. Oh, let's cross this way. Voila. All right. That was a very productive day. My battery just died right in time for me to go join Oliver for a walk through I guess we're gonna go over the north side of Montmartre, which should be really fun. If you don't know Oliver, of course, I'll link to him below, the Earful podcast. He also has a Patreon if you want to get in on his special deals and his insights into Paris. And he's got some really great hosts that come on and plenty of his own tips to the city. So if you'd like to check him out, be sure to do that. And of course, the more of us you support on Patreon, and it's actually better for everybody. So that's just a little kind of like community plug for Patreon. And of course, to remind you that the postcards are still going to be available for like another day, I think, from the time that you see this video. So Patreon keeps sending me reminders to remind you that it's almost over. So I gotta do my part. Anywho, we're gonna hop on the metro. We'll go join him, have a drink, chat a little bit before we do our live stream, and then we'll get some footage in Montmartre, and then we'll go from there. Good. And to finally get in here, it is Belleville's new spot. You don't know Belleville, the roastery? The coffee roaster. It's a really nice spot. Definitely putting that on my Mapster. Anyway, speaking of Mapster and Patreon and walks and Montmartre, let's follow this schmuck around and
come with me.
Learn what we can about the city.
Come with me in the rain.
Oh yeah, it's raining. And I'm wearing nothing for warmth and nothing for rainproofing, but it's gonna be great. You look beautiful.
Yeah, okay. You want to be on umbrella duty for the start?
I'll do my part.
Okay, so we'll show.
And we missed it. I thought we were gonna go inside. You also promised me art.
Where was it?
Oliver promised me all kinds of things that are just not coming to fruition. And I'm just kidding. We just walked through the artist square. Nobody there except for like 2 artists. And I don't know. This guy shares my frustrations. I mean, seriously, having a great time so far.
So that'll appear in your video later.
Would you do a pirouette for me?
Yep. You ready?
Yep.
What's a pirouette? Like a spin?
Well, we're gonna find out what your interpretation of it is.
Oh wow! Look, it's the consulate. Oh.
That was beautiful. And your Osmo, I would clap. Here, I'm gonna clap underneath. That was beautiful. It is really gray and quiet out here today. Yikes, this is fun. I'm freezing. What were you saying to your peoples?
I asked them if they
Some fancy footwork.
Not a bad Scrabble score, that one, Jay.
That is a great scrap. That's a
The C, the K. Tell me how long I have.
give it a 30-second.
Okay.
So we just finished. Why are the lights flickering around here is the question. I think we're about to get invaded by ghosts. Anyways, we just finished our live stream over on his channel. You can check out a clip on Facebook, and then the rest of you join in on his exclusive Patreon club. But what we're just tell people why they should follow you. What's your podcast about?
It's a podcast all about Paris in English, half an hour every week, every Monday, with great guests. Jay, you've been a guest before.
I have. It's true.
I have people with interesting things to say about this city, and I just chat to them. I don't just talk to them about what they do. Ooh. I talk to them about Paris. Paris is the guest too. So mayors, tour guides, authors, actors,
Ambassadors.
Ambassadors. I mean, anyone that's
people.
interesting. Like, in fact, the very last episode,
Yep.
the lead dancer from the Moulin Rouge, and that was a good one.
Wow.
You should listen.
You should definitely check out his podcast.
So
If you love podcasts, go for it.
And it's called the Earful Tower, Earful, because a lot of people are like,
It's an earful.
they're like, that's not how
tower.
you spell the Eiffel Tower. It's because it's for ears.
It's a pun. People don't get puns sometimes. Anyways, we had a great time walking. We're freezing. We're gonna go now. But yeah, definitely subscribe to that, or definitely check out his podcast. Do you subscribe to the podcast? You do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, subscribe to his
Anywhere you
podcast.
find podcasts, Spotify, iTunes, Android, or the website.
Download, listen. It's a good time. I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here because I'm freezing cold. We had a good time walking around. We're gonna chat a little bit more, and then I'm gonna go home and get some more work done. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning for yet more madness, possibly with Oliver. You never know. And we'll see you then for that.
What about the disco?
Right, we're gonna go dance first. Wait, the disco. This disco. Oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure it's ghosts.